All right, we got Joaquin Niemann here on the operating table, and we're going to show you some more of this new breed, young breed golf swing with a lot of side bend. He's another fantastic golfer, #1 amateur in the world at one time, and he joined Live a couple, 2 seasons ago. And if he didn't, he was just starting to come into his own on tour. But in any event, he's got another very young, athletic golf swing. And this move that he shows you is becoming more and more common with these young kids. Let's get him to address here. I got my lines up there. These lines there are used to show extension and rotation and whatnot. Let's get him an impact here. Here's a first important thing I want to show you. Look how much downward compression, again, these young kids have. He has gone this way, I don't know, I'm going to guess almost 7 inches. Downward compression. This is his upper body. I call it downward spinal compression. All good golfers do it. I mean, you show me a good golfer, you show me a guy playing golf on TV for money, and I'm going to show you someone who does this. Some do it more than others, but make no mistake about it, they do downward compress their upper body. Now, him in particular does it excessively, in my opinion. A lot of strain on the back, a lot of right side bend. There's that fancy word again, right side bend. Let me show you again, folks. Right here. This area right here, just his whole right side, it's just a lot of bend right here. Puts a lot of strain in this area, in my opinion. But, the thing about this move is you see people swing like this, and they're relying on, let me get these lines out of there. They're relying on their turn, their rotation, their pivot to square the club face up through impact. And by doing that, you rely a lot less on your hands and forearms. And let me show you what I'm talking about here. He has a real good angle set here, and he's just basically opening up his hips and rotating through the ball completely. That's all he's doing is this. And the hands kind of are passive and go along for the ride. And the exit stage left. That's a real, in my opinion, a real good action for consistent ball striking. I mean, and I see it a lot with these young kids. Obviously, they're flexible, they're young, they're in shape. But, again, I don't think this is going to create longevity in their career. I mean, even at the finish, look how much side tilt he has at his finish here. This is crazy. I mean, I've tried to get more bend to my swing, but I'm 52 years old and not quite in shape anymore, and it's hard for me. Yeah, I got the wrong lines. I'm still trying to learn this goofy thing. Here we go. I mean, he's got, wow, 30 degrees of bend at the finish of his golf swing. And that's all because he's got a huge amount of right side bend at impact. But when you do it this way, I mean, your hands are basically passive through impact. So it just breeds consistent golf shots. And instead of extending up and out, like you see the old school swingers do, I'm included in that. I'm trying not to, but I am included in that. These old swingers, their upper body is usually coming this way a little bit more through impact, where all these young guns and these young kids are coming down this way through impact. And they're all doing it. I take my son to these junior events, and I see it in those swings. And even my son does it not quite as much as Joaquin here, but I don't think anybody does, quite frankly, as much as he. But they all have this action. It's crazy to watch. You wonder how they don't end up in a straitjacket or on a chiropractor's table half the time, but they do it, and they're very good at it.